Hello, my name's Frank Bamford from GKN Aerospace. I'm the Senior Vice President of Business Development and Strategy for GKN. It's my pleasure today to give you an insight into the investment perspectives that follow this video, along with the reasons why GKN has come to Bristol. In 2009, GKN Aerospace acquired the Airbus UK wing component and subassembly manufacturing operations in Bristol, and along with it 1,500 highly skilled employees and a world-class manufacturing facility. It is our intention to continue developing this, and we plan to invest over £175 million in new technology and manufacturing facilities in the Bristol area. In addition to this, Bristol is also now home to the National Composite Centre, a UK government initiative which includes many of the UK industrial leaders in the use of composite applications. This includes Airbus, Rolls-Royce, Vestas and GKN. It will see industrial development for applications in automotive, marine and alternative energy. Alongside this, Bristol has a phenomenal level of academic capability and support to industrial and technology developments. We see Bristol as a great place to invest in the future, a place where we're committed to, and a place with all the facilities and resources available to make it an ideal opportunity for us to develop our business.
I often ally Bristol to somewhere like Seattle, which similarly like Bristol has a very big aerospace industry and a very big creative industry, and also was a port. And I think part of Bristol's strength was it didn't ever have a staple base industry. It had a whole bundle of things which moved with the times as the economy changed, as markets changed. And it's kept itself very flexible. A lot of people that we now have working for us have come out of London, and they wouldn't go back to London now. They want to stay in Bristol. Everything they wanted to do in London they can do here, plus. And I think that's one of the key issues. It's from a lifestyle point of view, if you've got kids in schools, it's just so much easier. In fact, a lot of our American colleagues that have come over to work on a particular show actually don't want to go back to the States. They want to stay here.
We have quite a few professional staff who have joined us from having worked in London in the city and want to retain the quality and excitement of the type of work they get there, but also have a quality of life which enables them to have a balance to what they do.
Bristol is a multicultural city and officially designated as a science city, a centre of culture and a cycle city by the UK government. With this rich social and economic diversity and with so much going on here of international significance, it's the perfect place to start, grow or locate a business.
Bristol's such an extraordinary place in terms of its new media. The fact it's kind of green Hollywood, sustainable city. It's got everything going for it.
There's a real passion in Bristol for enterprise and risk-taking, going back hundreds of years.
We're also in a wonderful position that we were the only UK city shortlisted for European Green Capital.
We are seeing the emergence of some very exciting industry clusters, from environmental technologies and services to our own industry, the creative industries.
In the Bristol economy, we have a very strong creative industry sector, and we've forged some very close ties with that from the research programme here.
You don't lose your enthusiasm or your professionalism or your sense of urgency working in Bristol, but it does feel that much calmer, it does feel that much friendlier.
There's a real can-do attitude amongst Bristolians which attracts businesses from around the world. Innovation happens here across all sectors.
Bristol is a really good location in which to base your business because of the transport and infrastructure links that we have, but also it attracts a lot of really good quality people to want to come and work in the area.
One of the key things for MOD in deciding to come to this site in the first place was the access to transportation. I personally am in a job which takes me back to our head office in London pretty regularly. And it's an hour and a half on the train from Bristol, which is more or less the same sort of time I used to commute when I lived in the southeast. So it's really very easy to get in and out of London. The motorway network here, as we are on the sort of cusp of the M4 and the M5, is excellent too.
Bristol offers excellent national and international links for our products, both to import the raw materials we use and also to export the medicines. Good access to these transport links helps the AstraZeneca Bristol site be operationally efficient in delivering medicines to its customers.
The particular magic about Bristol is its peculiar location. That is, its adjacency to London and to Europe with an expanding airport, but also the natural geography of the place, close to the sea, close to some spectacular countryside.
It's also a great place to live, so you get the best of both worlds. We've been in our current building here at King's Orchard for just over 2 years now, and we relocated from another office in central Bristol because we needed more space. We were growing very fast. And we also took the opportunity to regenerate what was previously a fairly abandoned building on the riverside, so it provides a great location for our firm. The city centre is moving very much this way towards the Temple Quay area of the city, around Temple Meads and very close to the great new shopping centre at Cabot Circus.
MITIE moved down here in the mid-90s. We bought a brownfield site to establish a single headquarters for our equipment procurement part of Ministry of Defence. That brought down about 4,000 to 5,000 people from various sites from London, other parts of the southwest and the south coast, and brought them all together in one place. We then, over the years, have had various reorganisations, different structural changes, and most recently in 2007 formed this new organisation called Defence Equipment Support, which brings together both initial procurement of military equipment for the armed forces and the in-service support of it. The co-location project now is designed to bring more of those people that work in that one organisation together in one place for lots of good reasons. And will mean that we're moving people, another about 3,000 people in from across the country.
Bristol is hugely advantageous to us as a business location. There's absolutely no doubt about that. There's a general feel-good factor about the place. It's very, very easy to get good people to come and work here. This particular site is something like 3 minutes walk from Temple Mead Station. It's also right in the heart of the financial district of Bristol now. This is very much where the financial services sector and professional firm sector is based. And as such, we are part of it.
Primarily, we were looking for somewhere where people would like to live, and Bristol is definitely that place. If you have people who are happy, then they're going to work productively, and certainly people like living in Bristol.
Airbus in the UK love working in Bristol. We're a global company. We love Bristol. It's the hub of the southwest, but it's also an international hub. Very easy access, great transport links. We're a multinational company, and we have a lot of foreign people coming here to visit. They come to visit, they intend to work for Airbus maybe for a couple of years. They like the area so much that they stay long term. In the building behind me, the Airbus Engineering Design Building, we have 19 different nationalities here, and they all love living in the Bristol area.
The legal sector in Bristol is unique to a certain extent in that at one stage, I know I'm right in saying there were more lawyers per head of capita in Bristol than anywhere else in the country. It's actually probably an indication of how attractive it is in terms of solicitors and lawyers moving into the area.
The beauty of Bristol is that we have a network of very, very strong universities, and out of those come really, really brilliant, vibrant graduates.
With such a high concentration of university degrees, and because it's such a desirable and economic place to live, businesses and high quality business leaders are attracted to the city.
We have some very, very strong players here in Bristol that also employ and attract some very, very high calibre staff.
By being so close to our research team up at the university, we've really facilitated communication, and that's provided a lot of help in driving the business forward.
Being in Bristol, we're in the middle of 3 great universities, Bath, Bristol and UWE, and that means it's really easy to work closely with talented researchers in those institutions.
We've located here because there is a very good skill base in the engineering field and in the environmental field. It's certainly easy to recruit people here and do business here because of that.
One of the examples I use when trying to recruit them is the fact that I play golf and I can actually get to my golf club from my office in 5 minutes.
Bristol is undeniably the capital of the southwest from a business perspective. If you want to be in the southwest, you have to be in Bristol.
The advantage of the aerospace sector in the Bristol economy is it's a very long-term investment. So not only have we been here for 100 years, we're hoping to be here for another 100 years as well. Airbus continues to invest in the area. Invest in the future for us is about investing in our young employees. We take on over 100 apprentices and direct entry graduates every year. And another very interesting thing we've recently developed is a major composite research facility here at Filton. It leads the way in composite technology, research and development. And over the next 5 years, we'll probably be spending 100 million in that centre. That just gives you the size of the investment we have here at Bristol.
There's been investment of over £130 million in the last 10 years.
Investing in the city for us is a really important issue because we want as a firm to be part of a thriving city, a prosperous and ambitious city, which I very much think it is.
A few years ago, Bristol was named as one of 2 cities in the UK that was capable of turning into the equivalent of Silicon Valley. We dubbed it Silicon Gorge. And that is because of the network of universities, the vibrant creative sector, because of the mix of businesses, because of the space to grow, and because actually there's an intangible something about being in the city that makes people want to stay here.
Thank you.